Hi, my name's Bob Rowland. I work for CK Fairco in Winterset, Iowa as a restorationist. Winter time, I'm one of the instructors at the local 3 BAC Iowa, which incorporates all the students that come through there. Will get to visit with me, share my experiences, as well as training in the PCC field, as well as the brick, block, and stone. With the company that I work for, during the summer months, I chose restoration because it was a little bit more interesting to me. It was more facets that you do on a daily basis instead of just the one thing over and over again. It worked for me. At 65, I've been in the industry for 30 plus years and feel that by being this kind of work, a lot of people my age aren't as active or energetic as what I feel that I am at 65. The union has been good to me and my family the whole time. I've raised 5 kids. I got 2 kids that are in the industry. One is an actual union brick masonry, owns a brick masonry company. My other son just turned out as a journeyman this past year, came through this program. Great pay, great benefits, retirement's great. We have, I think probably if I could share anything with anybody on this, that everything that we touch, we leave an icon behind. Our signatures on everything that we do. We can go back. I share buildings that we've worked on with my grandkids and my kids. That hey, Dad did this, Grandpa did this, and it brings back stories that I can remember on, and I reflect back on that. So you're outdoors. I'm an outdoors person. Couldn't be cooped up in an office building. But the other thing is, I'd like to emphasize is that coming into this, the door is open. It just depends on how wide you want to open that door. I've been doing the instructing for 5 years. I'd have figured 6 years ago somebody had said that. I thought, not going to happen. But you can be anywhere from come in at entry level, be as an apprentice, go through your 4-year program, and the door just starts to open up even more. You could be a foreman, superintendent, project manager, business owner. You could be a member with there, or you could be an officer within the BAC, be an instructor, coordinator, or even president. Just depends on how far you want to take this.
All right. Can you explain what PCC is?
Okay, the PCC side of things is point, caulk, and cleaning. It's kind of a real small explanation of it. I mean, we do everything from taking the mortar joints out and putting it back would be your tuck pointing. Caulking's pretty much explanatory. Commercial-wise, it's a little bit more in depth. We also do epoxy injection, grout injection, deck coatings, below grade, above grade, waterproofing, air barriers. The gamut is just huge on what the PC does. We just incorporate as pointing, caulk, and cleaning, but there's a huge variety on things that we'll be exposed to. And we will teach you fundamentals on all those areas when you come to our program.
All right. How did you get interested into the BAC, into masonry?
Well, back when I first started, I'm first generation. There was nobody else in my family that did it. My father was an iron worker and told me that if I was an iron worker, he would disown me. So I went into auto body. It wasn't, I was in auto body for probably about 5 or 6 years, and it wasn't really stimulating either. You're inside, wanted to be outside. Would drive by job sites actually on the way home and would see stuff going on. I thought I wanted to be in construction. And actually the guy that I was working for in auto body, his brother was a superintendent for a restoration company in Des Moines and just asked me if I'd be interested in doing different work. I went and applied, and the rest is history. I've been doing it ever since.
So did you start out going through the apprenticeship program, or did you learn on the job?
For me, I learned on the job. I'm not saying they didn't have a program, but it wasn't as mandatory, mandatory by getting into the business now, having to go through it. I was pretty much given some tools and said, go and do this and figure it out. So, I was blessed enough to be able to figure it out and keep going. This has really been, an inspiration to be part of the training, because we didn't have that when I'd gotten into it.
All right. And what advice do you have for these high school students considering a career in masonry?
I'll share a little bit about, like I said, I've got 5 kids. I got one that's going to graduate this year from high school. None of my children were students as far as going to college. Okay, I knew that every one of them wanted to go. I helped with getting them there, only to find out that it didn't happen. Another big thing is that, by getting into this program, you're going to earn while you learn. Okay, going to college, you don't really have that opportunity as much. I'm not beating up on the colleges at all. Not that at all, but the thing is that this is something to work with your hands. You leave something behind, and you're actually earning and learning day one. And it's a great career.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Get in it, put your head down and go, and join the team.
All right. Thank you, Bob.
Okay.